Hi, this is Kazuyoshi Hisano. Do you have a chance to think about how well our future will be? I'm talking about not only about yourself or myself, I'm talking about the human being. So I know this is a big thing to tackle. However, what I'm starting to feel is that these days we are much more required to start thinking about what's coming in our future. Of course, our life is limited, maybe up to 100. Something between 80 to 100 is our length of our life. And if you are already 40, 50, 60, maybe it's not going to be very, very long, like 100 more years. Therefore, you could say that it's not going to impact my life. And I understand, and same for me. However, today's question that I've been asked is about challenge and what are the areas that a challenge will be needed, like space industry or energy or, of course, AI, artificial intelligence, and other stuff. Great. I understand that. So there are various areas that we can challenge as a business person or maybe as an individual. And you should be excited to tackle those areas, to find an opportunity and do some things that try to find out the areas that nobody has ever done. And if you have an entrepreneurial mindset, you could start leading that. And if you don't think that you are such type of person, maybe you can find a nice leader who would fit your value, and you could work with them or work for them, or various ways to make your life exciting. I believe so. Yet, when I encounter these questions about challenge or which area is coming, which industry is going to grow, I can't stop thinking about, where are we going? Where are we actually going? I know in the past 200 years, or maybe we could expand that to 300, 400 years, it actually doesn't matter, but these several hundred years of change, particularly industrialism or the capitalism or those kind of concepts that we never had before that, changed, improved, and our life, and made us much more happier and healthier and safer. Of course, we all know that there are wars and poverty, and of course, we could say that some kind of viruses and any kind of threats. Yet, even so, compared to long time ago, we all know that we are much more safer, and this we 100% owe to the people who worked hard to make the world better. Just tons of respect to those people and those eras. And I think we are not yet, but maybe about to, I don't know what about to means, but about to hit the corner. And it's not just getting better and better. At one point, we'll experience the plateau, and obviously we go start to declining. right? Like think about the human life, born as a baby at 0 years old, and then you kind of the horizontal axis will be time, and vertical axis will be the things that you can do. So you will learn a lot, and it grows and grows and grows, and at some point you start to feel that you are getting a little bit older. I don't know, it could be 30, 40, 50, 60, but you start to feel that there are things that you experience a limitation, physically, mentally. However, you will still keep learning, and there are things that you can cover with your technique or your wisdom, and then you still keep going. But at some point you will hit the top, and then you start to decline gradually, and at some point your life will fade, of course. And thinking about this, applying this to the corporation, then you could say the same thing. However, we talk about that regenerating something so that the company can change the course of their life and keep improving, growing. That could happen. But what about the countries? Countries grow and hit the plateau and expire, maybe. If you go to the world history book, you see a lot of countries like that. Okay, then what about human being? Like I started long time ago, and we start to be much more smarter, building some culture, civilization. Took 3,000, 4,000 years, and now we are getting close to some success. And yet success means the beginning of the end. Wow. So, in my view, the significant challenge is to start thinking about what we are, where we are hitting. It could be a philosophical question, but it is strongly tied to the reality of our life. And I never deny that blame that people work to create the best for their life and for their family, for the people around them. And we call that a partial optimization. Partial optimization, okay, no problem at all. And if everybody works on their partial optimization, the total will be better, was the initial idea. And maybe it worked very well for a long time. And now I think because of the world is too much connected, or the technologies are so seamless, partial optimization maybe will create many issues. And you can easily imagine this. We have been experiencing this, like if you want to manufacture a lot of things and you want to export that so that you can earn money, then you will create a lot of factories, and then you will create a lot of smokes and pollutions. And then we have gone through this. Each country has gone through this, and then you start to think about that, make it cleaner, and it just depends upon the experience on the country, like US and Europe and those areas, maybe including Japan. We have experienced that a long time ago, but like new growing countries like China and India, maybe they just need to catch up. So, and maybe then they have passed that point, and then they become cleaner. So So we all know that partial optimization creates issue. Yet without partial optimization, we can't do the total optimization. And now the challenge needs to be done in the both sides. Each individual, each group of people will, for their sake, they will tackle whatever that they are into, and they will do that effort to make their life, their industry, their business better, which is okay. And yet there is going to be a significant need that everybody also thinks about the entire world, entire society, and think about what total optimization means. I don't have an answer. I don't think I can ever have an answer about the total optimization itself. However, the concept I can tell that in my view, if everybody starts to thinks not only just for their sake, but for the bigger sake and for the bigger reason, or the bigger purpose and long-term purpose. I'll call this in my concept like a futurism and the levels of abstraction. However, it doesn't matter what you call, but if you look things in a longer term, in the higher perspective, then people would be much more wiser, so they could spend like roughly doesn't mean anything, but 5, 10, 20% of their thoughts for the total optimization rather than just partial. And there are a lot of likely partial optimization. This really looks like creating a platform, but creating a platform looks like a wonderful business, and you may, if you succeed, you may earn a lot of money, and maybe you will receive a lot of recognition, and also your employees will be very happy, wonderful. And yet that platform are maybe likely total optimization, actually are partial optimization. So we will need to think about the impact of what we are doing and try to see how this is connected to the entire world. So my suggestion today is that, okay, let's challenge, and you will challenge on your own thing to make your life better. And at the same time, I would encourage you to spend time thinking, like a 10% or 15% of your time to think about or actually do something about that impacts the total society, total world. This is going to be a huge challenge. And of course, it doesn't undermine the reality that your individual challenge does connect to the world. And yet, I would really encourage you that, which I'm trying to do, spend 10, 15% of your time thinking and trying to do something for the bigger world. I'm trying to do because I've been doing this for a long time, 80% for the world and 20% for my sake. But it doesn't have to be like that. So it's all up to you. But today's topic is about which area are the opportunity for challenge, and I would say it's the entire area. But now we are very good at thinking about our partial optimization of our life. So why not think bigger, and why not work for the increased time thinking, working for the world. Yep, that is big talk, but I thought that this is needed at this moment. Thank you for listening, and I really look forward to meeting you in the future. Thank you. What was Kazuyoshi?